Hi, I'm now in the Physical Education and Community Recreation Center, and I'm with a special guest, Bob Barron. Bob is the equipment manager for the Chaparrals. Bob, it's good to have you here. And I think a lot of people don't really understand excellent story that's going around in the physical education area. You are a Hall of Famer in softball, and I believe the official title is the Amateur Softball Association, and you were inducted earlier this year into their National Hall of Fame. That had to be a great thrill for you.
It was a great thrill, Bill. Also a big surprise. It happened June 16th in Oklahoma City, where I got inducted in the Hall of Fame.
And apparently you're not, this isn't the only Hall of Fame you're in. You were quite a softball player, and as a result, I believe a year ago, you were also inducted into the Illinois Softball Hall of Fame.
That's true, Bill. That happened last year, and that was in the Illinois Hall of Fame, which I was inducted.
Now, you've been at College of DuPage for, I believe, since 1969, and but prior to that, you have quite a baseball legacy that you forged. Maybe you could share a little bit with us. I know you played some pro ball before you went into softball.
Bill, I guess I was raised up on a baseball in the Chicago area, around Douglas Park area, and went through high school, and we didn't have the Little League programs and all that, but we played Park District ball, and my whole life has been baseball, and I did play pro ball for 5 years.
Right, and you were in the Baltimore Orioles organization, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I was.
You reached AAA ball in, what, 1958?
1958, I was in the American Association, AAA.
You ever wonder what would have happened? You see Eddie Murray and Cal Ripken with the Baltimore Orioles now?
Oh, Bill, it's so different now with the salaries escalating like they did, and baseball's made quite a change since I started playing.
Mm-hmm. And okay, you, I guess, got out of pro ball in the late 50s, and you went to Aurora, and you began working where now?
My last year in baseball was 1958, and
Mm-hmm.
we were living in Chicago, the family and I, Bill, and we went to Aurora, and I started working for Stevens Adamson, which manufactured bearings. Mm-hmm. And they had a softball team there, and at first I wasn't too excited about playing softball because my whole life was baseball, hardball as we called it,
Mm-hmm.
too. And but they offered me a job, and it was kind of part of the program. If you worked there, you played ball there, and I got interest in softball, and I found out it's quite a game, really.
And you went on, I guess, and played for the team, the Aurora Sealmasters. Was it the first squad you played for?
Yes, Bill. They were called the Aurora Sealmasters then.
And apparently you forged quite a legacy over there. 5 times you were All-World, and also 4 times, I believe, second team All-World.
Yes, Bill.
And I guess, what position did you play?
Bill, I was always a shortstop in professional ball,
Mm-hmm.
but in fast pitch there was so much bunting
Mm-hmm.
that they moved me over to second base, and at first I was kind of hurt about it because it's a big change moving from one side of the infield
Right.
to the other. But it took me about a season to adjust, and after that I fell in love with second base.
What are the differences between fast pitch? Now, I understand that a good fast pitch softball guy on the mound can strike out professional baseball players.
This is true, Bill. I was surprised myself. The hitting part is quite an adjustment because the distance is 46 feet, and they throw underhand, and they've been they have the jugs gun, and they've been clocked at anywhere from 100 to 115 miles per hour.
Wow, that's the only guy that throws anywhere near that in pro ball is Nolan Ryan, probably. Right. So, how did you hit? Were you more of a good field no hit, or could you hit as well as field?
Well, that first year, Bill, I could have just threw that batting average away in the garbage can because I was really disgusted because I always felt that I was a pretty good baseball hitter, mm-hmm. and they said, Bob, keep some patience because it's going to take a while to adjust because they throw raised balls in 12-inch fast pitch, Bill, and the ball really moves up, and this is something we never see in baseball,
Mm-hmm.
but it took me about a year to adjust, and it was just through a lot of practice, hitting practice, and not getting down on yourself.
You also played now for Home Savings in Aurora following your stint with the Sealmasters?
Bill, the Sealmasters dissolved in 1969,
mm-hmm.
and then Home Savings and Loan Company, they took over, and they've got the ball club ever since.
I think another aspect people may not be aware of, you traveled around a lot with those teams all around the country, and I guess a lot of softball teams go worldwide.
Bill, I would say that if they had to have a professional softball team, Home Savings in Aurora would be one of them, and they travel extensively. They've been in Canada, Colorado, California, Pennsylvania, New York. We've been all over.
Now you're right. You came to college at DuPage, I think we mentioned, in 1969, and I guess Joe Palmieri was one of the reasons you came here, our former athletic director. Maybe explain a little bit your duties here for the Chaparral sports program.
Well, Bill, as you mentioned, I'll be going on 15 years here, and I love being equipment manager because I'm involved with the young people here, the young athletes, and sports has been my whole life, more or less kind of like you. And my job is maintaining equipment, issuing equipment, storing, repairing, and handling 20 varsity sports, intercollegiate sports, the PE program, and I tell you, it's a lot of fun working here.
This has to be interesting with the new physical education center working. You've got a fantastic facility now. You probably were really pleased when this opened.
Oh, Bill, I'll tell you, we waited so long for this because we improvised so much across the street on the west side of Lambert Road. I was operating an equipment room inside a trailer. We had the small gymnasium there, and I'll tell you, this is a godsend.
Right. Now, you had two sons that played ball here also, Bobby, and he was here, I believe, 77 and 78, and he was good enough to go on and get a full ride over at Western Illinois. That had to be a big thrill for you.
Well, Bill, it was really great because I was able to sneak up on the baseball diamond in the afternoon a few times and watch the boy play. But Bobby had 2 good seasons here, and I'll tell you, he received a scholarship, a full ride to Western Illinois just from coming out of DuPage.
Are you ever tempted to give our baseball coach Steve Krantz any pointers since you had all that experience with the Orioles?
Bill, it's tempting sometimes, but I kind of stay in my own backyard because I'm a little afraid.
Well, listen, I really appreciate you coming on with us and sharing this. You know, it's a big honor, and I know I've talked with Herb Sahlberg, our athletic director, and he's delighted to have somebody with your experience and caliber of person along aboard with our Chaparral sports program here. So it's a congratulations from everybody here for your Hall of Fame nomination and reception.
Thank you very much, Bill. It's an honor being inducted in the Hall of Fame, and it's kind of an honor working here with nice people.
Okay, thanks very much, Bob.